has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs because he can really impact this offense. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play here for Buffalo. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Huntley. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Huntley. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Huntley to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give to Johnson going right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
on the handoff. It's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
To throw on 2nd down. Huntley eluding the pressure right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
bring this one inside the 35. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Gaskin on the carry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Gaskin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Huntley. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for this sweep here in Buffalo. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming.
Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a give running left is Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake, Huntley. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now. And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's coming. Check in. Come up the ball. Check. Lucky.
To throw, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8.
He's coming. Check in. Watch the curl. 5 wide. 13. Mike 13. I got him. Mike 13. He's coming.
Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 37. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Allen going to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins.
First down, Dolphins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw on 2nd down, Huntley. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A swift move, and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. Caught on the left side by Ginn. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Allen again. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 13. Mike 13. Hey, watch.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They run for it with Breida. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
Allen's throw is complete, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play quarterback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
to throw. Allen. Caught on a slant. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Huntley to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Huntley. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
To throw, Huntley.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Allen to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He's got Fuller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To the air, Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.